Yeah, which I like you said, shout out to Rolley for being honest. And then Natalie's like, well, then next time I don't want to hear nobody telling me that I'm not protecting my baddies and yada yada yada.
She wasn't even there. How are you gonna protect anybody when you weren't there?
And also, what are you gonna do from live?
That's what I'm saying.
You're just messy, bitch. You're just messy.
Right.
You're messy. And
she looked at it as another way to promote her show.
Correct.
That is all.
An opportunity.
An opportunity. This is perfect.
Exactly.
To promote the show.
This the kind of beat to go. This the kind of beat to go. This the kind of beat to go. Rock, top, top.
Blah, blah, blah. Welcome back to another episode of the Petty Headquarters. I'm your host, Tiana Locke, and this is
Jessie Strange.
And we are back at it again with another video. And of course, we are covering the Baddies Midwest Reunion Part 2.
Yes, and we have a lot to get to. So we have to get right into it. But
before that...
Yeah, okay.
Before that...
Okay.
Since we started the whole little thing, because you was looking like Indiana Jones and Crocodile Dundee... Outfit of the day with Jessie.
Okay, all right. So how could you describe this? So you got the...
What was the inspo? Like, what?
I would say gender reveal.
The fuck?
Teen girl. See, we had baby shower.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had no pink. So I was like, let me accessorize instead.
Oh, you never have pink. You always accessorize with pink.
Exactly.
But what's crazy is that pink is your favorite color.
And I love pink.
Which is crazy.
That's my shit.
Pink is not my favorite
pink
color.
Is power, bitch. Like... Hello, breast cancer awareness pink. Hello.
Yeah, but before all of that, pink was still your favorite color. So don't even.
No, what do you mean? That's
like
it's powerful.
You're saying it as if that's the reason why that's your favorite
No, it's
color.
a part of the reason.
No, okay.
It is.
Contributes.
So you got the linen shirt, which I hate because you get wrinkly very quickly. Then you got the bandana that's held together with a ring of mine. And then you got the pink clear glasses. And the pink bracelet.
Oh,
you see what I'm
that
saying?
looks like a Barbie bracelet. So cute. Does it not low key?
Barbie's wild.
Barbie could be fire. What?
I'm more
dead
of a
serious.
Bratz girl.
I don't think you're Bratz, but there is something else that you are. I just don't. What's your flavor? Tell me what's your flavor? Do you remember that doll back in the day? It was the Flavor dolls, and they had like hip hop, street fashion wear. That's you.
Oh,
That's
I forgot
you.
to mention the fan. Hello, pink and white
Oh,
fan
shit.
to accessorize.
You stupid.
Because the summer's here and we get hot and we got to keep the makeup together.
Yeah, and my armpits are hot right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I need that.
There you go. You see? Hey, yo, fellas. If there's any fellas out there, take notes. The ladies, they love this shit.
Oh my God.
Telling you. All right.
Okay,
all right. You're doing too much.
All right.
Wow.
So, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are new, we are a pop culture podcast. We do cover reality TV, all that jazz, celebrity drama, trending topics, and we just give our opinion on things. That's pretty much it.
There's a lot to get into, so let's just get right into it.
Yeah, let's just get into this week's dose of mess. So obviously the episode picks up from when Rolley and DTB are about to square up.
Oh my God.
Now, this whole thing was so chaotic.
Oh my God.
It was just so chaotic because they go so many rounds. And I'm like, why? Why did you need to go so many rounds? And you could tell DTB was trolling hard.
Yeah, she was doing the most.
Trolling hard. And honestly, in the beginning, it didn't even seem like Rolley took it seriously. Like, Rolley was like doing her usual, like, okay, this is a performance. Like, this fight is a performance because you're always performing. But like, I'm not really that mad. Like, you could tell.
Yeah. And I think everybody was really confused of why the fuck they were fighting. Because first,
yeah, people
was
were like, what's that mean? What's that mean?
Yeah, and I feel like at first it felt like, oh, Rolley's fighting because you're bullying Natalie. But then all of a sudden it's about DTB talking shit online.
Right,
and I'm just like, all right, get your story straight. Which one is it?
Right. And in the midst of all this chaos, like you see DTB run up to the crowd, hugging them, and everybody's loving her. And I'm just like, this girl, she really is an entertainer at this point.
She knows what she's doing.
She does, because I just don't even know why she held up so much time.
Bro.
She held up so much time, but you know why? She was performing. She said the stage is mine. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep fighting.
Yo, that's really how she came. And it's like, it was like extra. Like, she reminded me of Krishan when she was drunk, except Shorty wasn't drunk. Like, she was really doing that shit on purpose.
No,
like.
she really was. And I was just like, you did all of that and got your hair ripped out.
Yo.
Like, that shit, I was like, damn, yo.
I didn't realize why she was so determined to pull Rolley's hair, because I know they went like 3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah, she was very determined to pull her hair.
And like the last 2 rounds, I noticed that she was just like trying to grab her hair, but that's because we didn't know till later that she had her freaking braids ripped out, which is bro, that's crazy. From the roots,
bro,
that's
that was wild.
And
And then like she did post a video online of, you know, the stylist taking out her braids, and you see the chunk of hair coming out.
that's crazy.
That's fucking wild. And
nah, but Rolley's fucking hair.
yo,
Now I got the picture.
the patch was crazy. The patch was insane, bitch. Like, I really couldn't believe it. I was like, are you
that
serious?
shit was crazy.
Yo, I was really cracking up the whole time at that shit. I was dying at that. Every time she walked, turned her back to the audience, turned her back to the camera. I'm like, Rolley, we don't need to see your backside.
No.
We do not need to see your backside at this point, because that shit looked crazy. That shit had me dying of laughter. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Well, what ends up being the reason why they're fighting supposedly was because fucking DTB was talking shit online about the Slim and Rolley.
Yeah, how
thing.
she hate big back bullies.
Yeah. And to the point where Zeus decided to like pull up the receipts, and they posted, and she says, "I hate big back bullies." Like, what the fuck? That girl was crying. I felt so bad. Nobody cared that the shit I was talking about on the bus when I cried. Yeah, I can't read, y'all.
You could never read. Like, this, get used to this. She can never read,
All right,
yo.
listen.
And I be editing it out. I might as well keep it in, make a compilation.
Whatever, Slim, I'm sorry you went through that. Wish I was there to have your back. Basically, she felt sorry for Slim. Sorry I put you guys through that. Treacherous.
But like, what was Rolley's reasoning though? Like, it was so much happening that I'm like, okay, was she really mad at that, or
I think
it didn't feel real. It felt like a performance. Like, again, it didn't feel like she cared that much.
No,
like, you know
no,
what I mean? Like she said, when Scotty did it, it hurt her, and she addressed that. But with DTB, it just felt like, all right, come on, bitch. Like,
entertainment.
Yeah, entertainment. Yeah. Let's get this over with.
Exactly.
Bitch, you're a performer. Let's put on a show for these people. That's what it felt like.
Exactly. And it a lot of character development for Rolley in this reunion, I have to say, because even at some point you see her feel sorry that she did that to DTV.
She was like, I'll pay for the treatment.
She said,
like,
this stupid ass fucking DTV talk about it's $500. Bitch, you know damn well not no $500. You fucking lying ass. She's like, I got 5,000 for you.
Yeah, she did. Which I was like, wow, that's how you know. Like, it was never that deep. There was no beef.
Exactly.
Because if Rolley was really mad, she wouldn't do that shit. She'd be trolling. She'd be talking shit. She wouldn't give a fuck.
Nah, but when Rolley fucking was like mimicking DTV,
bro.
That
was a shit show. That whole thing on stage was a shit show. DTB, she can't yell, bro. Like, when she yell, it really sounds like it's coming from the throat. It don't sound like it's coming from, her chest. It don't sound like it's coming from deep within in the stomach. None of that. It sound like, like gurgly, like a gurgling, like yelling ass voice in the throat. I'm like, why did you sound like that? And then you have the audacity to have mad veins popping out. Like, that's really you yelling.
No,
and it don't even sound like a real, like, yo. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, no. She sound crazy when she yells, yo. Yo, not for real.
So then, obviously, at this point, DTB starts to say why she slapped Natalie, because they're asking, why did you slap Natalie? And she explains the situation. And Natalie tries to lie about it.
Yeah, that shit was
funny.
was
so weird. But of course, they pull up the receipts. They pull up Natalie's live of saying what she was saying. And it's so funny because when they show them in real time, close-ups on their face, there's a close-up on Natalie.
Oh, yeah, she starts laughing.
Yeah, like she starts laughing and she literally just goes like this. And I'm like, that's how you know the bitch knew she was lying.
Exactly.
Then all of a sudden it changed to, I don't know, I didn't see, I didn't mean it like that. I said this because, but it's like, why couldn't you say that from jump?
Exactly.
If that's how you felt and DTB confronted you about it, why didn't you say that from jump?
Exactly. But I feel like it's very performative, like you said, for Natalie as well. Like, even when she was like standing up talking about, you're
I
little
kick
to
bitches
me.
like you.
You're
I
little
go like,
to
woof.
me.
Like,
Right?
what are you talking about? Yo, I go like, woof.
Not
like,
the Rockheads kick.
This was her leg, and she went like, woof.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, you're mad corny, bro. Like, I get it. This is performing arts for you bitches, but like, at some point, y'all gotta stop being corny. Like, it's cringe.
Nah, that shit was funny because she's doing all that. She's talking about, I could fight. But she's actually saying all this, talking shit. She's backing up, going to sit down. And I'm like, bro, what is this theatrics?
There's so much theatrics.
It is entertaining, though. I'm not gonna lie.
She really was like, you're too little. You're too young. You're little. Like, all this stuff. I'm like, yo, what is going on? Like, and then DTV was like, do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? She's like, I'm whatever. I'm with whatever you want. I'm with whatever. I'm like, what is happening?
They just chatting.
No, they really were chatting.
Having a good time. It felt like they was enjoying it.
Yeah, like, you know what it felt like? You know when you're rehearsing a scene in acting school at a drama club, and then when you're done, and it's like, all right, scene. Like, it felt like that. They probably went backstage. Cameras wasn't rolling no more. They'd be like, yo, good job, yo. That was great. I think we sold that shit. About to get mad money in Africa together, yo. Like, that's what it felt like.
Yeah, for sure.
I was like,
for sure. Nah, but it's so funny because when DTV went to the crowd and they hyping her up and hugging her and shit like that, Bobby says something that, and it's so true. He says, they love you today. They hate you tomorrow.
Yep, he
Ain't
sure did.
That the fucking truth.
Yeah, I was like, well.
I will say though,
tell a damn lie.
Right. I will say though that Bobby, for some reason, his energy in this reunion just seems off. He's annoying the fuck out of me. Like, just the things he's saying. Like,
how so?
I don't know. He's just like, I don't know. He's just saying weird shit. Like, for example, why did he ask DTB, is she African? And then they're like, she's Jamaican. He's like, so what part of Africa are you from? And I'm just like, what are you saying? What are you on?
Like, he's not even there.
I don't know. He just seems like he doesn't want to be there. He's not having a good time. He's just there for a paycheck. I just feel like he's not very present.
No, yeah. Okay, I get that. It's not giving very present.
Like, even the shade with the Timon and Pumbaa.
And he said it twice.
Right.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Exactly. And there's this slow-mo going around when Scotty and Summer are fighting. And somebody had wrote in the comments, and then they did a slow-mo of it of like, why aren't we talking about how Bobby Lights got into a little bit? Like, he was just poking at Summer, I guess, while they were fighting or some shit like that.
What the fuck?
And they're like, what is he doing? So I don't know. Bobby was
why is he not staying out of it?
I don't know. He's just weird.
Like, you think that shit is cute and funny? Like,
it wasn't nothing crazy though. Like,
I'm sure it wasn't nothing crazy, but it's like, just stay out of it if you don't even want to be there to begin with. Like, you giving us this energy like you don't want to be there. Stay out of it. Like, what's the problem? So outside of Bobby being a fucking weirdo, at some point, you know, Natalie, you know, she gets up and does her performance and she swings on DTB.
Oh, yeah. That was funny.
Like, that was so random. Like, they're arguing about the situation. And this is after they showed the live, by the way. And they're arguing about it. And out of nowhere, Natalie swings. She misses. And they kind of like get into a little tussle, but it was nothing that crazy. But why, when they get into this little fake tussle, Saucy gets up mad hype. Mad fucking hype.
Does he really?
Yes, he gets up mad hype, yelling, talking about like, you know how he be sounding. I'm just like, yo, I started cracking the fuck up. Like, it was just so much going on. Like, I low-key like wish we could have live streamed like our reaction to this.
For
like,
sure.
That was wild. Like, even just like me staring at the screen, like at some point I didn't even know like where to look, where to go. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on anymore. It was just some bullshit that just kept happening.
Just like just random things happening, like a lot of random things. Like, for example, throughout that, you know, Saucy getting hyped, he was asking Natalie, oh, is DTV getting fired?
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
Yeah. He was being messy because they were all like, she
gosh.
slapped you. Is she going to Baddies Africa? Like,
Wasn't that towards the end?
no, it was a little bit like he was
Before DTB left? Oh,
exactly.
wow. I didn't even hear that. But in the midst of this, that's how you know it was so chaotic. It was somebody. Was it Bobby or Saucy asking if DTB want to fight Tiki?
Oh, it was definitely. I think it was Bobby and Saucy.
Yeah.
Like they were kind of bouncing off each other.
Like tag teaming on that
yeah,
shit.
I didn't understand that. What the fuck was that about?
I don't know what that was about either. Like, you already know she fought her already. She lost. Why would you ask if she wanted to fight her again?
But it was so funny because DTB was like, hell no.
Yo,
that bitch is on another level.
Yo, she really made it her business to grab the mic and say she's never fighting her again. Like, she really said, fuck that.
Yeah.
And dragged the shit out of that. That shit is so funny. She dragged the shit out of it. To the point where Tiki gets up and walks away. Because she's just like, all right, this is too much. What are we doing?
She was
over
mad.
it. She was so annoyed. Like, so annoyed. And she don't like DTB, yo.
You don't think so?
I don't think she do.
I think no. You know what it is about Tiki? Why does she always find herself in like these older sister predicaments? Like,
I see that.
Even with Biggie and Ahna, like she's always in between the older one, telling them to chill out, like calm down. Like she's got that older sister,
big sister vibe for sure.
That'll like that protector that'll take care of you, and it's just like. That goes back to the same thing. Like, I don't know. I feel like she was just over it because she's, again, mature. She's like, what the fuck are we doing?
Right.
Like, she knows what DTB is doing.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. So I feel like that's really where it came from. I don't know if she necessarily doesn't like her, but maybe. I mean, DTB could be annoying.
So in regard to the situation that I guess DTB felt some type of way about and Natalie was on live talking about, it occurred off the show where DTB's best friend had attacked Ahna Mac for something. What was this regarding?
I have no idea.
Because all I know is that Ahna did admit on the stage saying that she hit the girl first.
Yes.
Which then resulted in a fight between DTB's best friend and Ahna. And of course, DTB is going to have her best friend's back. But Natalie is like, oh, when you're on Baddies, I expect you off the show to not do that to your other baddie sisters. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? I hate when she does that weird shit because it's like, I don't think there's much loyalty when it comes to you and your soldiers, aka employees, right? When it comes to that off the show, which is why now there's a whole baddie revolution happening mid Baddies Africa. This is why allegedly Ahna Mac got sent home and replaced because she hit Natalie and she was doing too much. Allegedly, yeah, she's no longer on Africa.
I did see that.
So
yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, you talk about this sisterhood, but when it comes to the rest of the girls, there's no sisterhood. You didn't have Jayla's back. You def don't give a fuck about Scotty. So I don't know what sisterhood you speak of. And why were you even inserting yourself when you weren't even, it had nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
You never want to insert yourself physically, getting in the paint, but you want to go on live and insert yourself? That's weird.
Right.
And I found it very, again, like going back to character development, Rolley understood her and stood up for her, saying that not for nothing, that's her real friend outside of the show.
Yeah, in real life.
In real life, not coworkers, not, networking friends. Like, this is her real friend. I'm going to have my friends back too. And Ahna did hit her first, to be fair.
Yeah, which I like you said, shout out to Rolley for being honest. And then Natalie's like, well, then next time I don't want to hear nobody telling me that I'm not protecting my baddies and yada, yada, yada.
She wasn't even there. How are you going to protect anybody when you weren't there?
And also, what are you going to do from live?
That's what I'm saying.
You're just messy, bitch. You're just messy.
Right.
You're messy. And
she looked at it as another way to promote her show.
Correct.
That is all.
An opportunity.
An opportunity. This is perfect.
Exactly.
To promote the show.
But it was so funny because Rolley's like, she was not having it. She said, I don't need nobody to fucking protect me. I got my Glock 19 cherry, whatever the fuck that means.
Yes,
Talk about I'm strapped and da 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 da. I
said, security. You know what? as she should, because the way a lot of people hate you online, you need to be prepared for anything, as you motherfucking should.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I guess when you're doing zoo stuff, you have the security, so it's different, and they obviously are not going to allow her to bring weapons.
Right.
But like when you're off the show and you're by yourself and you just don't know how crazy the fans are, how crazy people are, as she should.
I agree.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I would do the same.
Yeah.
Oh, she mentions Biggie and asks like if there was any beef, and Biggie doesn't answer.
That's right. Well, no. Okay. Yeah.
Biggie didn't even answer.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be some dialogue with that, but like it kind of got...
It got cut off by Janisha, because Janisha literally said, hold off on that, we're gonna call some other girls, and then somehow it continued, and then DTB started doing some fucking cartwheels and shit and started dancing and all
splits.
Yeah. Right. Just so much.
She didn't give a fuck about fucking Biggie's answer.
Right. They just shut her up, which, yeah, apparently Biggie wasn't answering her calls.
Yeah, because they fought at the auditions and all this stuff, and they showed the recap of that and the replay. And honestly, I didn't watch the auditions. We didn't watch it, so I can't speak on that. I really can't, because I know I saw DTB's explanation as to why she did it, but again, she's a performer, so who knows if she just did that to perform.
Right.
But Janisha calls out the new girls. She calls out the new bitches, and
the fucking music gets heavy.
She calls out Big Lex, Summer, and Bad Dolly.
Bro, but wait, it was like when she calls them out, it's a few seconds before they come out. So you're just like,
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's getting real.
And you already know they're on demon time. They come out and immediately
all hell breaks loose.
All hell fucking breaks loose, bitch. It was so much going on.
Oh my God.
Summer attacking Scotty. Big Lex trying to jump.
Scotty karate kicking twice. Kicked Summer twice. Kicked her. Boom.
She always kicking, yo. What
Bro,
the fuck is that?
Since we're talking about it like WWE SmackDown, that's her special effect.
That's literally her That's a special move.
Ahna has super speed because she's always jumping around everywhere. For some reason, Big Lex got jumps, bro. She be jumping over those couches like crazy.
Yo, she probably used to jump over them hurdles.
That's what I'm saying, that basketball player ass legs, bro. She just jumping and gliding on the fucking stage. I'm like, yo, these people are like,
first of all,
wild.
Listen, it was crazy. So fucking Summer attacks Scotty. Scotty kicks her. Summer still keeps going. She don't care. Big Lex tries to go in and actually tries to jump Scotty with Summer. And then Jayla comes out of nowhere. Yeah. And Ahna also tries to jump in the mix, but security grabs her away.
Right. Don't forget Bad Dolly also jumped in with Summer and actually was the reason why Scotty lost that round, because Bad Dolly got the knocks in, not Summer.
Oh, the first part. Not the second part where Summer dropped Scotty. No. Because that was Summer.
Yep, the first part.
Oh my God. And then you see Bad Dolly and Tiki go at it like twice.
Yeah, you see them squaring up in the background at some point.
It was so wild.
Yeah.
I was just like, they needed to show the overview. They couldn't show the cameras on the ground because you weren't going to be able to see shit.
Yeah.
You weren't going to be able to see shit. And so they separate these girls, but then, Tiki gets super mad. And then she walks off. She goes to she starts yelling, yo. It's pretty bad. I have a weird, I don't know what it is, but when like people yell, I begin to laugh. But it's like, it's not that it's funny, but it's something about it that tickles me that it's funny. Like, I don't know if it's the voice or the raspiness in the voice or like how loud it is, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm going to read real quick what I got freaking written down. Jayla takes advantage that Lex is being held by security, because Jayla the whole time was like only really trying to sneak Lex, and for some reason security was like heavy on Big Lex. Like they wasn't letting her fight for real.
No, they weren't.
They were like holding her. So like there was a part where Big Lex was literally in a like the security had their arm around her, so she only had one arm available. And fucking Jayla is like hitting her, and she can't fight back, which I thought was funny because eventually later on when Big Lex wants her ones with Jayla was quiet.
Jayla didn't get up. That was so fucking weird to me. Yeah. I was like, you talked mad shit, talking about I'll see y'all at the reunion. And when Big Lex called you out and was even adamant about calling you out, you sat there and you just sat there and looked pretty. And you just stared and said
tight.
Nothing.
Yeah, she got tight because after that, it was like she was only, again, fighting Lex when...
She was only fighting Summer.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
be real.
Yeah, exactly.
We were fighting fucking Summer, but when fucking Big Lex calls you out, you don't get up. Like, she really sat there, legs crossed. I was very shocked. And then, not to mention, security also was the reason why Big Lex had fell. Remember when it was like a whole thing that she fell to the ground?
Yeah, with Jayla when she tried to attack Jayla.
Tried to attack Jayla. They like held her back really hard. I guess heat in the moment. They pushed her and she fell. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, they definitely had to. They were like, yeah, Big Lex can fight. So
but they don't do that they don't do that to Tiki.
Because that's, I mean, come on, everyone wants to see Tiki fight and they're trying to protect Jayla, of course. Like, you know what I mean?
But why don't you want to see Big Lex? They talking about they want to see Big Lex fight Tiki, but what?
Yeah, no, it's fucking weird.
Fucking weird for real.
But at some point, there's like a part where Big Lex ends up punching Ahna in the face in front of Biggie.
In front of Biggie. I think she jumps and she does it, right?
She does. She jumps, she does it, she gets her, Ahna, and then security's like, whatever, they're squabbling. But then you see like Biggie in the background. She's like,
she's holding Anna's jacket and then she's like, where's Tiki? Where's Tiki? I'm like, why are you asking and looking for Tiki when your friend in front of you just got popped?
Bro, and the thing is like, why is she acting like it's her first fucking reunion?
Yo, right?
Like, this is your fourth one already, and you
like,
tell me
with the fucking program.
You're confused. She likes to play dumb, and I feel like because again, she's the communicative baddie, not the fighting baddie. So it's just easier for her to play dumb because she don't want to fight. She don't. So then after this is where we see Bad Dolly and Tiki fight. And I'm not gonna lie. So when I first saw this, when we were first watching it, I was like, yo, Bad Dolly held her own. Like, she got her hits in. She got her hits in. And then I saw Messy Maya's video. So shout out to Messy Maya and the Messy Mob.
She stayed clocking it.
Yeah, she said, go back and slow it down. Tiki beat the shit out of her and Dolly never connected. So bitch, I watched the rest of this damn episode in fucking slow-mo.
What?
Yes, because I needed to see what was happening, and it is true. Bad Dolly it was a lot of swinging but no connecting at all. And it was just crazy to watch Tiki fucking do this like that's Tiki's special move, by the way. It's the backing up while punching like that. It was like some fucking pro shit, yo. But anyways, you see Bad Dolly get knocked out. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, Tiki made it seem like she beat the shit out of Bad Dolly, and yeah, maybe Bad Dolly didn't like connect, but she still didn't lose it. I feel like out of all the people Tiki has fought, Bad Dolly came out looking the best.
I agree. I think Tiki, I don't know what happened. It seemed like her ego was hurt, though. It really seemed like her ego was hurt, because if you beat the shit out of her, okay, why did she get so mad? Like, she got she was mad. And then she was just like yelling and talking about these bitches is not gonna play with me. And then, she went to the back, and Biggie's following Tiki to the back, by the way.
Yeah.
Whole time. She's sticking by Tiki's side. Okay, that's clearly her real friend.
Yeah.
So they go to the back and she's just yelling and she's like, take these shoes off. And she's going crazy. I thought it was so funny though. When they jumped. They got right on their knees to take her shoes off. I cracked the fuck up.
No, they fell though. They fell to their
No, they
knees.
really did. Like, they really said, okay. Ooh, we gotta do this quick. She's mad. Ooh. It felt like that. I was like, yo.
I love your reenactments.
No,
They're
not
so
for nothing.
good.
Not for nothing. Like, I would have done the same, because like
my friend is mad.
But I would have done that already. She wouldn't have to repeat herself. So I don't know why they was standing there stuck on stupid where she had to repeat herself. Like, she just fought.
Yeah.
And you're her stylist. Like, get to it. Get to it. like assistant, whichever, you there. So it was so funny the way they both fell to the ground, taking her shoes off. Not gonna hold you, the way she was talking about, I'm about to beat the bitch. I thought she was gonna go back out.
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't know why she didn't go back out.
I know, like in the midst of her yelling, she did mention Zeus got everything they got out of me. I'm done, or some shit like that. Like she's and apparently she went on live after and explained like she was going through shit, like or whatever, like her emotions were high or some shit like that. So I mean, at the end of the day, like there was a little bit of, I was like, wow, she's really angry. You know, it made me wonder what was deeper, because it's like Bad Dolly really made you that angry,
right? Because like if all your hits connected, why are you so upset? Like this was not your fight with ET.
No, right?
Like ET has some hits. Y'all both was looking crazy. I mean, ET looked worse, but like she was looking crazy too after that fight.
Yeah, true.
Like she didn't look that crazy. Like, you know, clearly she did what she had to do. So I was very confused as to why she left and never came back. I thought she was gonna come back and again, like go for another round, but I guess she was done. And it makes sense what you said. Zeus got what they got, and she probably just doesn't want to give any more of that.
She wants to get paid more. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
You know? And even I remember seeing something online after that talking about, you know, if Baddies Africa, if they want her, they got to pay more, basically.
You think she's like asking for too much?
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean,
I think she's asking for too much to get paid more to be on the show. Maybe the reunion, you deserve your pay for the reunion, but the show, no, we don't really see much action from you on the show. But the reunion, obviously everybody knows you're gonna eat someone. So it's like, that's the only time I feel like it's right for her to get her worth pay. But the show, I don't know. Because it's not like you're out here entertaining like DTB. You're not.
True.
You know, so
yeah, true. The fighting definitely, but I feel like, you know, if she sees that she can make more money off the show, right? That's usually what the girls say.
I mean, yeah, then she should do that.
Right, exactly. So I mean, whatever, you know.
Right.
Maybe she can set up a real boxing fight with Clarissa Shields.
First of all, thank you for throwing that bait because I caught it. We have to talk about this. I saw, you know, Tasiki's comment on the Jason Lee show about how if she were to train seriously, she could actually beat Clarissa Shields and nobody's fucking with her, and how she used to like her and now she don't like her because she was on the internet talking about how she could do this, do that, and the third. Okay, number one, it was the fans that asked Clarissa Shields a question about you. And she simply said she's not doing none of that shit with the baddie. She's a professional boxer. Like, she's not doing none of that. Okay. Clearly, you must have took it to heart. And again, your ego got involved. However, can Tiki beat Clarissa Shields? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I've been following Clarissa Shields before she started getting all this notoriety online. Like, I've been following her since the day she called out Muhammad Ali's daughter on The Breakfast Club. Clarissa Shields does boxing. I fucking hate you in the fan.
Getting hot.
Clarissa Shields does boxing and MMA. Are you dumb? I don't know. I just feel like I get it. Yes, Tiki, she's great at it. And with some training, she's great at it, right? And maybe because she's a little bigger, maybe. But then again, I've seen Clarissa beat bitches up that's bigger than her in the ring. So again, like, I feel like you're reaching just from a technical standpoint on how I analyze boxing, and I've analyzed a lot of her fights and her MMA fights. I don't think you're winning. You're a little sloppy when it comes to Clarissa. And she even said, oh, when she trains, she be drinking it. No, she don't. Clarissa, when she trains, she don't drink, she don't have sex, she don't do none of that. She's made that very clear in a lot of her interviews. So I'm just like, I don't know where this is coming from. I get that you're a big dog, but like, I think it needs to come down a little bit. I think we need to come back to reality. Just a little bit.
Back to life.
Back to reality. Don't know the rest of the words.
Yeah, me neither. Nah, I mean, yeah, facts. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they're two different things, but then you also have examples like Jake Paul, who came from YouTube. And, you know, if you really had the funds and the time to really dedicate yourself to a sport, maybe Tiki would have a chance. But like at the end of the day, you can't do baddies and play professional sports, you know? So it's like, you know, she getting a little in over her head for sure. She feeling a little hot.
Right.
And it needs to simmer down a little bit because it's like you're talking to a profession here. Calm it the fuck down.
Right.
I get street fighting, but there's a lot of technicalities to a lot of this shit.
Honestly, I feel like if she were to just leave Zeus and be a boxer, she would make mad money. She would go into boxing like fucking Jake Paul, Logan Paul, whichever one. Yeah, I think she would make mad money.
Yeah, exactly. And that would be, I mean, that would be something.
I mean, I'm telling you, Fight Club.
Yeah.
Tiki's Fight Club. She could be.
That shit was very funny. People were like, that's a great idea, Tiana. But the balance. Jesse's right. That's why there's a balance. Oh my God, I love that.
No, but it's true though. Like, yeah, like she could start her own fight club and now she'll be fired. She could literally
Here we go.
make an OnlyFans series
Oh
of teaching girls how to fight. You telling me they not gonna watch that?
What is with you? This OnlyFans obsession with you.
Or it don't have to be OnlyFans. She could create her own business teaching girls how to fight and she'll probably make way more money.
I agree.
But she don't like doing that, so. And she probably don't want to waste her life doing that either, like teaching people and shit. But off of Tiki and back to the reunion.
All right, so then after that, right, you see where Ahna runs up on Summer and then they start fighting, which I don't even know who fucking won because security, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
I did think this is where her chain is getting pulled to, or no, is this not the one? I don't know. They went fucking mad rounds.
Yeah, this is actually because I remember they fought, and then right after that, Big Lex runs up on Ahna, and that's when she does try to take the chain at some point. She tries to take the chain that's around her neck, and it was honestly crazy.
And I want to mention, though, when she does run up on Ahna, Anna's facing her. So
she's facing Summer the other way.
No,
she's facing her?
She was facing Big Lex.
Oh, wow.
I watched it twice.
She ran up on her quick, though.
She did.
She jumped and said, "Pop."
She glided across, bro. Shorty
the
got
long
jumps.
ass legs.
Yes, I'm saying. Some of these girls,
these baddie superpowers.
Bro, I swear, bro. Like I be seeing these baddies. Some of them be having them. They're like signature superpowers.
They got their
real.
Signature moves, yo.
OD. Where's Gretch with the biting? That's her signature move.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so then as like Big Lex and Ahna are fighting, you see Scotty and Jayla try to jump in again.
Clearly everybody was just jumping everybody. Yeah. They didn't give a fuck. Then
Summer runs up on Jayla and then they start fighting.
Yeah, they start fighting as well.
Oh, this is where Jayla at some point security breaks them up, and I got a fucking screenshot of this shit because this shit was crazy. Jayla's like hooks onto fucking Summer's neck and wouldn't let it go. Oh my God, I gotta show you. It was so funny. Look at Summer's neck, bro.
Yo,
Look at Summer's neck, bro. She's holding. Look at Summer's neck, bro. She's holding on for dear life. Jayla's holding on to that neck.
Ew. Hey, yo.
What's going on?
Give me that neck.
What?
Let me stop being annoying. Yeah, it was outrageous. Like, I just feel like it was just back to back to back. And at some point, you do see Summer run up on Scotty, and Scotty's big ass falls to the floor, yo. Yeah. Her big 7-foot ass falls to the floor.
Yes. Summer got her that one.
She definitely did. And then she tries to be like, I didn't fall to the floor.
Yeah. And then this is like some point, Jayla's so fucking mad. She like rips the mic off of her. You see her titties just fucking flopping everywhere.
Oh my God, that's right.
She's like
Summer's
bugging
titties,
out.
No, Lex's titties was out too at some point.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, at some point. And she had like these gloves, this boxing glove bra on.
Yeah. And then at this point, this is where you start to hear about Ahna talking about where the fuck is Biggie? Biggie let these girls jump me or some shit like that. Big Lex just jumped me. Which I will say that like we been knew about, you know, this rumor that like Biggie left Ahna to get jumped or whatever. Like this has been a thing. But, you know, I watched this shit in slow-mo. I didn't see no jumping.
No, there was no jumping, but they definitely tag teamed her for sure.
Yeah. I know that Biggie went online, and did you see her live today?
No, I didn't.
You didn't see her live?
I know you sent it to me. I didn't see her.
Oh my God, okay, I gotta show it to you.
And I want the video of where she got jumped. Because y'all was talking hella shit for mad long. And mind you, y'all still talking shit right now. I want the video where she got jumped. Porque esa querosa, they didn't jump her. All she did was yell and scream, Biggie! I get it. She feels like I could have had the one up on Lex. Which I could have. But I didn't even notice on what the fuck was happening. It was moving too fast. I wasn't hiding behind Tinka. Tinka was talking to me. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck's going on? And then Tinka was like, get out there, Biggie. I'm like, is she getting jumped? Tinka's like, no. I'm like, I'm not going out there. Oh my God. Anyways, Ahna didn't get jumped. Y'all got the video? Exactly. She didn't get jumped. Like I said, she ain't get jumped. Did she get embarrassed? Yes.
The fact that Tinka is telling you on the sidelines to get in the field and you still didn't get in the field, but you want to sit there and play. What's the word? There's another word for dumb, and I'm not fucking finding it right now.
Estúpida.
You want to play like you really had no idea what was going on. You want to sit there and say things were moving too fast. I can't see. But Tink even told you. Tink told you, get out there for your friend. And you literally did not. You still didn't. So you made a conscious decision to purposely not get in the paint with her. Like, it's crazy to me. And it's just like, Tink is pregnant. Why are you talking to Tink?
Right. Hiding behind Tink.
And she says that she wasn't, but it doesn't matter. Like, you were standing there the whole time by security. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, this really disappointed me with Biggie because I don't know. I feel like that was a clear and dead giveaway that you're not my friend. You never fucked with me.
Yeah, but I've been knew that.
We've been knew that, but it's like, okay, the Biggie fan in me can sit here and say, well, Ahna talks a lot of shit. She finally got what was coming to her, right? Because technically she did jump first and she did, start a lot of this shit first. Cool. Boom. However, I feel like Biggie as a friend, that shouldn't even matter. You shouldn't even think about it like that because you're her friend. You're not someone that's observing her from afar that doesn't know her. You're her friend. You know her. And that's what makes this different.
Well, she's not her friend, which goes to show you.
You were.
A friend would have thought about it the way you're saying it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'll talk to you later if you were wrong, but like in the moment I'm seeing these two bitches tag team you. No, now we have to fight them. Like that, we gotta fight them together. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, I can never be out with my friend and then like
they just watch.
Yeah.
Talk about what's happening.
Like, hell fucking no.
Where's the Tiki? Like, what? What? Tasiki can handle her own.
That's what I'm saying. You're literally following behind Tasiki as if for emotional support. Like, yeah, okay, not sitting here saying she doesn't need it. She needs it, but like, she beat the bitch up already.
Right.
There was no need for her to. It was giving. She just didn't want to be there anymore, and she saw Tasiki as a way to just get out of the madness. So she followed Tasiki instead. I didn't like that.
Yeah,
it's
ugly
as fuck.
And Tinkerbella went online today and posted about it and said, and FYI, I made it very clear to Biggie that she need to help her friends win, lose, or draw, or at least break it up. And just
I try.
Right. And just like I made it very clear to Ahna before we went on stage, if you, her friend, know when and what situations to involve her in, cause she can claim she's not a punch. But at the end of the day, it's their relationship, not mine. I just know how I would have came behind my friend, but everyone is different.
Yeah, she don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you know what? I've been knew that since when they were in DR and they fought over Fanta. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, yeah, it was like, because Biggie likes to say, oh, it's giving broke, like spend your money. But it's like, if you're a supposed sister, where's the sharing? Where's the weird shit? Like, why are you being weird about that? You're acting like, again, like it's like, she's like, oh, it's $10 or some shit like that. But it's like, that's not the point.
Just a selfish, bad, inconsiderate friend.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And that's really what that is. That's what you're seeing. I just thought it was crazy that in the midst of her seeing Big Lex run up on Ahna while she's holding Anna's biker jacket,
right,
she gonna ask where Tiki.
Yeah, and then
Tasiki's fighting Bad Dolly. Why are you concerned with Tasiki and not concerned with how Anna's doing right now? That's weird.
And then it's like, you literally, bitch, we have it on national TV. You cried when Ahna didn't have your back. You told her you called her fake because she was hanging out with Jaden.
Yep.
But look at how you treat her.
Yep.
It's weird. It's very hypocritical, and it's really weird.
Yeah, I agree.
But they were never friends.
They were never friends. It's giving Biggie probably talked shit behind her back. They never liked each other.
Oh, yeah.
But the way they started, they never liked each other.
But that's what I'm saying.
I don't know how they became friends. I really
Trauma
don't.
bonded over, having that whatever house B or whatever the fuck
the
they
house
were.
B, house A shit.
Yeah,
that's probably what it was.
That's really what it was, because it's like,
they were not cool.
Think about it. And, I will say that Messy Maya put it into that perspective. She actually had a little bit of what your perspective was. It's like, as a Biggie, coming from Biggie's side, when you're trying to understand her, it's like, she's a communicative baddie. She doesn't like to fight. So when you have your problematic friend who's always trying to get into a fight, at some point you're like, fucking over it. You're going to be like, bitch, you get what you deserve.
Right.
Like you said, that she did start with all them and, did a lot on the show. But it's like, so you can't expect someone who's not about that life to really keep fighting with you. Not that she ever did.
That's what I'm saying. She never did. It'd be one thing if she did, but she never did.
And like going back to it, like, that's a great argument and all, but at the end of the day, you don't have to fight to show support and to show that you care. Like, you could have tried to just stop it. Like, you don't have to swing, but it's like, it's very weird. It's very weird. I don't know.
Yeah. No, Ahna definitely got in the paint this reunion.
I will say, I give kudos and credits to all the fucking baddies. All the baddies went and did their thing. Like,
they really did.
They really fucking did. It was very entertaining. They all Scotty?
Yeah, Scotty was
motherfucking Scotty, bitch. That shit was dope to see her. Like, she was always like, because she's also somebody, a baddie that says she don't fight. She doesn't, she's not a fighting baddie. She's been said that. But she was getting in the paint and kept going and kept going and was not afraid. I was like, wow, this is like a Scotty rebirth. Like, it was just crazy. And then Ahna too. Ahna got in and was not afraid.
She really
DTB had Anna's back before fucking.
That's true.
Before Biggie, she tried to jump in a few times when Summer and Ahna were fighting. Everybody except one baddie, and that was Biggie.
Fucked up.
Everybody held their own and did their big ones except Biggie. Biggie just fucking sat with her hands in her fucking pocket, just looking and thinking that, again, like, I'm just here, no beef with anybody.
Right. And that was her energy when she came in. Like, she was just like, oh no, I'm chilling. No, I have nothing with nobody. Like, I'm like, okay.
Like, even
what's the point of you coming?
Exactly. And even Ahna said it. Like, how is it that Scotty's doing more than you? When everybody be like, oh, Scotty's boring, or she don't fight, or why don't you fight back, Scotty? And now look.
Right.
Like, this is where we're like, there's some point we see Ahna running behind stage to go to the other side of the stage. Fucking security's chasing her.
Yeah, that was chaotic.
Yeah, and then fucking...
I'm not gonna lie, that felt like an episode of fucking Maury where he's like, you're not the father. And the woman just fucking... The woman and the mom just runs backstage. Like, they do this whole theatric running backstage. Yeah. When I saw the camera following after Ahna, I was like, is this Maury? Like, bitch, what?
Nah, that's fucking jokes. That's actually really funny.
You are not the father. Like, what the fuck?
You stupid. But yeah, so she runs to go fight Summer. And this is where you see DTV try to jump in. But of course, security holds them back.
After the whole little fiasco of her running backstage like this is Maury, eventually she does go outside, and Tiki is in this big black car, and she goes out there to vent to Tiki and tells her about the situation, how Biggie didn't have her back and it's fucked up. She's just standing there. And then Biggie comes out And then they just start.
Biggie was there, yeah.
Biggie was. Oh yeah, that's right. She was.
She was
there.
on the other side.
She
of
was
the
on
car.
the other side, just chilling with Tiki. So Ahna comes out, venting to fucking Tiki. Fucking Biggie chimes in. Anna's telling her to shut the fuck up because she's clearly not talking to her. Then she just goes off on her, and then she's like, "How Scotty and Jayla have my back before you? Like, I'm so confused. Like, how? And you're supposed to be my fucking best friend." Best friend? I would never call someone that I just met a best friend.
I mean, they've known each other for a bit now. It's
only
been
2
years. Yes,
only 3 years. I don't think I would call someone my best friend after 3 years, depending on what you're doing. Like the way Biggie's actions were, it was giving you guys were on the same show. You guys are coworkers. That's how you bond over the work that you do. But like,
true.
How do you bond outside the show?
Yeah, I feel like you see more of the bond between Biggie and Tiki. Like they're always at each other's shows.
Yeah,
they've done music together.
Yes, you don't see that Ahna involved in that. You don't see her involved in that at all. So that's how you know. Like Biggie was never really fucking with Ahna. Like she thought she was cool, but she wasn't. Again, that connection was never there. They never even started out as friends.
They're two different people, clearly.
Two different people. So they're going back and forth, and Anna's like crying. I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little bad because you could tell like
she's hurt.
She was hurt. Like she got to that point where it's like I can't even talk.
Yeah,
because I'ma just get fucking mad.
Yeah,
and like she's already crying. It's already a lot of emotions. It's high stress levels. It sounded like she wanted to throw something at Biggie's face. So she was just like, let me calm down.
Yeah, she kept calling her fake, stupid bitch.
Yeah.
Supposedly Biggie was talking about, I'm on what you on, and she ain't do none of that.
Yeah, no, that shit is fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, that made me look at Biggie differently. I'm not gonna hold you. She was moving she was moving really weird this season. I was looking at her sideways and many different interactions that she's had with Jazz, Jaden, and just the comments that she was making. But like this, it's like one thing I can't stand is a bad friend. That's like my biggest thing. I don't like bad friends because I'm a really good friend. So it's like I need people that are like loyal around me to be like, for me to call you my best friend.
Yeah.
You have to be coming with the same energy. Like I'm not going to be going out here only contacting you, only time we hang out is when I call you, when I text you. No, you're not a best friend if the only time we hang out is because I took the initiative.
Right.
Like, fuck that. And I feel like I've been through my experiences of bad friends that I can recognize the signs so quickly now to the point where I don't even argue.
Yeah.
Like, when I was younger, I'd be like, explaining myself and shit, trying to hope they understand it from my perspective. I don't even do that shit no more. I'm like, okay, I see how you're moving. Okay.
Exactly.
And that's it. Too grown for that shit.
I think what we saw, like, Anna screaming and stuff like that, I feel like that was, like, a little bit of a realization. Like, imagine on TV, on national TV, you're finding out that the person that was supposed to have your back, you done so much with each other. You realize that they not your friend for real, and the cameras are rolling. You embarrassed me. You left me there, bitch. Ooh, I would fucking be mad too.
Yeah, I'd be really pissed. I would be going off.
We back on stage now. Yeah, Bad Dolly's talking her shit, talking about still got my teeth though. And then fucking Summer talking about,
how she dropped Scotty.
She dropped Scotty. Scotty and her going back and forth, still kind of bickering.
Scotty got the little joint, and then fucking Summer is like, yeah, you smoke up. Yeah. Smoke up. I was like, yo, I'm fucking weak.
Right. It was so fucking funny. But then also Bobby, he being so annoying. He was like, oh, the audience wants to ask you a question, Summer. You're like, what was with those crusty ass braids?
Oh my gosh. When that was shown,
he said,
I literally was like, yo, because that's the question I wanted to know.
Natalie was like, ain't nobody asked that. He's like, all right, no one did, but like, we all want to know what that was about.
I definitely wanted to know. But then this bitch talked about she got money now, so she got fresh braids. I was like, did you really need to have money to wash your hair?
She said they gave the wrong bitch some money. I was like, yo,
that pissed me off because I was like, you really needed money to wash your hair?
So this is first of all, this is admitting that really was just her being dirty.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Like,
you just a dirty bitch for real.
Yeah.
Them braids look.
Like they stink.
It looked like she didn't touch her hair in like more than 6 months. That shit look gray.
Yeah, no, that shit was crazy.
You can't leave braids in for that long. She thought the wig was her real hair. That was her fucking problem. You still gotta wash your hair, okay? You still gotta take care of your hair, even though you got the wig on. The wig is not your real hair, okay? Just FYI. Shit.
But yeah, so now we see Big Legs. She's hyped. She's trying to call out Scotty or Jayla. She's like, one of y'all. And of course, Jayla's just sitting pretty and
so
quiet.
then she's like adamantly calling out Jayla after that.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, Scotty gets up a little, but I don't think anything comes
nothing
of that,
happens
right?
because then Janisha brings out the other 3 girls after that.
Oh, no, this is she brings out Jaden first by herself. And that was so random.
Why the fuck did we need to see? First of all, we already saw her fucking head peeking from the back when all the chaos was happening. Like, I just feel like bringing out Jaden, like, couldn't she have come out with like Natalie and Scotty in them?
Right.
That would have been better.
Well,
like,
she also said she was late.
Oh, okay.
That's
That's
what she's
probably
like-
what it was.
Yeah, she missed a lot.
Because she
then-
would have came out with them.
But she didn't really have much to contribute anyways. I know Janisha tried asking that weird-ass question about Krishan.
Yeah, that was so weird. I was like, Krishan's not even here.
Right.
When they were like, yep, Krishan's coming out. I was like, why would they do
Yeah,
that?
Bobby kept doing that. She was weird.
You know damn well if Krishan was there, you would have saw her in the trailer, bitch.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, she ain't have much to say. She was like, yeah, we got our baby daddy is the problem. But like, that's
right,
it.
we all know that. Like, been there, did that, next.
Right.
So then Janisha calls out Pretty P, Ivory, and is it Nunu?
This is before, no, not
Or
Nunu.
Jazz.
But before they get called out, DTB was like,
Oh, then she leaves.
Yeah.
That's right.
she's like, I got a booking at 9 a.m. I gotta go.
She said, I'm tired, bitch.
Yeah.
It's going on too long. It's 2 a.m. I need to sleep.
OD.
Those reunions be going for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. So she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. I love y'all. I ain't got real beef with nobody. She played too much. And she was like apologizing, gave hugs to everybody, even Natalie twice.
Yeah. And they asked her again, like, is she coming to Africa?
Mm-hmm.
And then Natalie was basically saying, alluding to like, yeah, she will
pretty
be,
much.
like, she'll reconsider.
But yeah, so that was that.
That was so
And
funny.
then that's when Janisha calls out Pretty P, Jasmine, and Ivory.
Yeah, and then all hell breaks loose again.
Yeah.
Because Pretty P want to run it with anybody. Fucking Jazz wants Summer. Then Ivory is going after Big Legs,
Mhm.
which I'm just like, I thought y'all's beef was done. Like,
Yeah, I
why
didn't know.
did this? There was no need for that. They had like 2 rounds, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so they I think I stopped taking notes at this point.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot going on.
I definitely was like, it was like 5 minutes left, but in slow-mo, it was so long. And
I just really watched the whole thing in slow-mo.
I really did, y'all. I really fucking took notes because my memory be shot. And that shit was crazy. Like, I must have watched the show like 3 times for real.
Yo, for real?
Yeah, because I kept going back because I'm like, wait, I gotta see.
And you couldn't see shit.
There was just a lot. It was a lot going on. But yeah, like Ivory comes out, squares up with Lex.
Pretty
Ivory
P also squares up with Lex too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
random. She does. I don't know why she came out in that denim dress.
Bro, that denim dress. She's
thought that she
crazy.
really is. I thought that was just gonna be like her intro little dress, like, you know, backstage, but then she would change when she came onto the real stage.
I know, yeah.
But she kept it on, and I'm like, girl, you could fight in that. Like, and she had that cute ass wig, and it got ripped off immediately. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Then Jazz is ready for Summer. Do they fight?
Girl.
I don't even know if they fight. I think they fight, but then it's like they didn't fight, but then fucking Ivory gets Summer too. Like, it was like a back-to-back thing between Lex and then Summer and then Bad Dolly. Ivory also like fights Bad Dolly because Bad Dolly was trying to jump in for Summer. It was really chaotic.
Wow, yeah. See, I was done.
It was really chaotic.
Yeah, I know that it's about to get crazy.
Yeah, it's about to get wild.
Yeah, I really was confused about the Ivory and Lex thing, but I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and that's where it kind of ends, right?
Yeah, and then we see the preview for the next episode, and I guess Jayla finally gets up and decides to fight fucking Big Lex.
Oh, yeah?
And you see, yeah, she gets up and she's like, what's up? And then at some point you see Big Lex saying, the bitch bit me.
Oh, yeah.
And she has a fucking bite mark on her arm. And I'm like, how much you want to bet that shit? Imagine. If it's Jayla, that's crazy. Like, you really turned into Gretch this season.
Yeah, I know. It was like vampire stuff, you know? You turn into one. So she became Gretch when she got bit by Gretch.
Yo, that's crazy.
It's the biting superpower.
Yo, they need to stop doing that shit, man. Like, I can't. It's just too much. Like, yo, biting bitches. Emma going partially blind. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, the jumping is wild. Nobody really, like, it's just tag teaming after tag teaming.
Right.
It's just pretty out of control. I will
really
say.
is.
The lack of fighting respect is definitely there and very present. But it does call for great entertainment.
I mean, you can. Who do we have to thank for that? Because who started the jumping?
I mean, I don't know, but at the end of the day, I mean, who cares about that? Because at the end of the day, right? If you're gonna jump, Anna's a big jumper. Like, even from before, like, she's always jumped. So it's like you can't even feel bad when she's getting jumped or when she tag team jumped, they get jumped.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's like you kind of like call for that, you know, many times before this season. Like, you've always jumped. So it's
you
like
jumped ET.
She always jumping. She like literally that's how she fights.
It's in her DNA. That's her superpower.
Yeah.
Jumping.
Yes, that's what I said. She's a jumper.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What would be their like superhero names? Baddie superheroes. What would be their superhero names? Okay, so Anna jumper.
I would say like
Chihuahua jumper. Shorty. Nugget. Nah, that's her dog's name. Just Jumper. Jumper sounds fine.
Yeah, Anna Jumper's fine. That's a good one.
Her name is Jumper. Tiki. What we calling her? We gonna call her the Eater. That's her superhero name.
I don't think superhero. I say Street Fighter name. Like, you know the game.
It doesn't matter. Why does it matter?
Because they're not saving nobody.
I don't care. I want to use my imagination, and I want to call them superheroes, and I want to give them superpowers. You're right. They're not saving nobody. So they villains?
They just Street Fighters.
Okay, Street Fighters, but the superpower.
Right.
Okay, so their superpower name is Jumper. This sounds weird.
Oh my God, okay.
Superhero name sounds better than
We're done.
Okay, no, I really want to do this. So, Tasiki's name's the Eater. Anna's name is Jumper. Big Lex's name is Long Legs. And then who else? Her specialty is jumping and like
Yo.
We could have came up with something cool. You didn't even time.
Natalie with the chin check. She's chin check. That's her name. And her special power is when she can extend her fucking chin and smack them around.
Okay.
You got Scotty the kicker.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You got
karate kicker. Let's call her, Chun-Li.
There you go.
Chun-Li.
Do that. Biggie.
With them legs.
Her specialty, she runs away.
Her specialty is blending in with the background. She Miss Invisible. You can't see her. One shit pop off, she just
her hand in her pocket.
Blend in with the back. Like, I'm not even here. John Cena, you can't see her type shit.
Nah, that's not like that one. That was
good. There's too many bitches.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, great.
All right, we're done. Ivory Iron Fist. Nah, I mean, that's already a name, but yeah, that's what she would be called. Anywho, yeah. Moving on. I mean, that's pretty much this recap. That is what I think that is our thoughts. I mean, if you had to give the baddies a superpower name or Street Fighter name or superhero name, what would the name be? Definitely comment that below because I want to see how creative y'all are.
And their superpower, yeah.
Right, exactly. That would be dope. And like their weaknesses and strengths. Nah, that's mad extra. I won't actually do all that. But that's funny. It's
so
funny
extra.
as hell. That's funny as hell though. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you guys made it this far, thank you for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to comment. You know, everything helps. We're always trying to build the platform, trying to build this space. As you see, we got new chairs. We're always trying to add to the studio. Very excited to just keep adding more. And all you guys can do to help us do that, like to get to the next step, is to like, comment, share it, whatever you can do. It's free 99.
Subscribe.
Yes, we appreciate y'all. Seriously, we really do. How about you, Tiana? Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, guys, I did announce on the last episode that we are in the process of brainstorming some merch ideas for you guys. So definitely comment below on what are some cute ideas that you would like to have. I feel like we have some really solid ideas, and I know some people have commented their ideas already. And like, you know, I did have some people hit us up on Instagram as well. So definitely comment. Let's be creative, more than mugs. But yes, that will be coming sometime soon. So give us your insight, and then we will come up with something cute for y'all to basically vote from. So yeah, with that being said, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram. That's JESSI.strange. And where can they find you, Tiana?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Randomania1. You guys can find us on Instagram at the Petty Headquarters. Ooh. Keep up. You guys can find us on all podcast platforms and YouTube at the Petty Headquarters.
You're struggling, bitch. You're struggling.
What? Fucking
Okay,
fan. The fan is a paid actor at this point. Just coming on whatever. Like shit. All right, y'all. So we release episodes weekly. So with that being said,
This was your weekly dose of mess.